Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Katalea, and welcome back to my vlog. Now, in this video, I am going to show everyone how I make my farms. Alright, so, what are farms? Farms are accounts that you make to have another way on how to gain resources in a faster way. Now, if you can see, this one is my main hill, and these are my farm accounts. All of these are mine. So, all in all, I have 25 farms. Now, you think that those are many. Yeah, those are many, but compared to the one in server 2, that's way crazy, dude. Alright, so now, first things first. So, what do you need when creating farm accounts? Now, I am an Android user. Okay, so this is going to be more helpful for Android users. I'm really sorry, iOS users. I'm not very familiar with how you guys do it, but maybe you can try to ask someone that is using an iOS phone and how they do the binding process. But for me, so since I am a Samsung user, this phone is Samsung A70, and I use Gmail accounts when binding. Of course, it's important because we don't want to lose access when switching to these farm accounts. Okay, so just like this, I'm going to now show you what are those accounts. So of course, when you are trying to make an account, a farm account, then you need to click this one, start a new game. Okay, but I'm not going to start a new game because it will take time for us if I'm going to do that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what's inside my other farm. Okay, I'm just going to choose random. Now, instead of using or clicking start a new game, I will just click switch account. Right, so you can see I use Google, not Facebook, because Facebook is a personal account, and I don't just want to use it. But it's always up to you guys. Now, let's go. Now, just a tip: when you are trying to create email accounts, I recommend for you to name it on what is the name that you would like to choose for that farm account. So for me, I named my farms Katalea Farm 1, Katalea Farm 2, Katalea Farm 3, and so on and so forth. Okay? In order to not bring confusion for myself and for the other players in my state. So, just like this. Because guys, I'm also playing on other games. That's why they are like this. So let me show you something like this. You see, Ira Nepo Farm 5, because my real name is Ira Nepomuceno. So yeah, something like this. And it's a shame that I have a spy account here. I admit, you guys, that before I used to spy the enemy server to see how strong they are, but I don't do that anymore. I just trust my server now, since we are stronger. Okay, so yeah, something like this. I named them by the number. Okay, so I'm gonna access my first farm, which is this. So yeah, let's try to open it and see what can we find. Okay, it's loading. Let's wait for it. Alright, so let's try to be patient and wait for it to be. Alright, so this is my farm account, and see there's not much about it because I'm not 100% focused on strengthening because it's just a farm, guys. Others are still doing like SVS and rallies and lizard with it, but me, I don't. It will take time, and I'm a busy person. So what I do with my farms is I just purely gather them every day. I only open them once a day because I have so many, and it will be not convenient for me to level everything inside. Right, so now once you created your farm, it's up to you on what level is the queen. Okay, but for me, I think queen 20 is already enough. Well, of course, it's because there is a huge gap in plundering. So for example, my main account is Q25 and this account is Q20. So it has a huge gap, but whenever I plunder or loot some resources from this farm, it's enough for me. Okay, so if it's level 16, level 15 or lower, then I think whenever you plunder that farm, then the resources doesn't reach up to 1 million. So that's not good. That's why I recommend for you to level up your farm accounts until 20. 18 is okay, 19 is okay, 20 is okay, but not lower than those levels. Okay, so now as you can see, the class of my farm is cultivator, because cultivator, let me show you. Okay, it has resources protection. It also has an efficiency when producing resources, and here of course it has a gathering speed and load march. Okay, so that's it. And guys, since there is a chance for you to change class every 3 days, so if you want to loot more resources from your farms, I recommend for you to switch to herder, because okay, so resource rated 100% when being attacked. See, because you can loot more resources, higher percentage of resources you can get when it's in herder class. But if it's in a cultivator class, then there's lesser resources that you can plunder. Right, so if you can see, also I don't have much resources right now because I just loot this farm I think yesterday, and I got a lot. And yeah, I guess that's it for the class. So the things that I want you to focus when making a farm are the resources nodes. Yes, these are the resources nodes. Okay, and another thing are the depots. So you see, the depots are not very much high, but I think for me, these are enough. Okay. Now, these are the depots or the storages for our resources. So these are the things that I want you to focus. Again, level up your resources nodes in your depots. Okay, so another thing that I want you to focus is try to leveling up your rally centers. Yep, because the higher the level the rally center, the more troops you can use to. They are already gathering. Yes, so the more troops you can put in the unit. And you can also see that my units, they only have 2 special ants, because that's already enough, you guys. You don't need to do a lot of things in your farm accounts. So these are what I recommend for you to do, and use orange special ants. Okay, so you can also see the load of each unit. We have 3.6, 2.2, 2.4, 1.4, and that's already enough, because whenever you are trying to gather, most resources doesn't reach until 3.6 million. No, they are just like this. It's only like 550. If it's level 8 resources nodes, it's 700, so it's not much. Now I only focus on gathering some sand right now because it's what I needed. And guys, I also help my allies with resources. So for example, my ally Buds needs resources to upgrade his queen. So I just give them help and let them attack my farm, because it's a way on having a good relationship. And I'm just being helpful because I have so many farms. So when you have a lot of farms and you have a lot of resources, then feel free to help your allies. It's a good advantage. Now, so other things that I want you to focus is on the evolution. So you need to max those 3 on the top: the rapid production, the hill develop, and the basic combat. And you can also focus on the zone develop if you are still trying to compete with the SVS using your farms. It will give you a big head boost, and it can also help your state to win every SVS day. Now you can see the units are until here. So it's important to research the primary leadership and the secondary leadership. It's not really necessary for you to open the third or the tertiary leadership, because just having 2 special ant leaders are already enough. Okay. And another thing is that I want you to use carrier ants. Now, what tier? Tier 1, because tier 1 has the highest load of all. But you can also use tier 2. Okay, tier 1 or tier 2 carrier ants. So I use tier 1 because they're very easy to produce, and they also have the very fast. They are the fastest in March. Now, I guess that's it. So what else? yeah, it's not really important to level up the buildings, like everything. I just want you to focus on leveling your queen until 20. Higher is better. So as long as you're able to manage on leveling up your hill, the better. And leveling up your depots, your resources nodes, and the rally centers. Okay, so I guess that's all for this video, guys. This is how I manage my farms. A lot are asking, how do I manage 25 farms every day? So just like what I mentioned, my farms are pure gather. I don't do much about it. I just open it once a day. Okay? And I just gather them like what I did now. Do you see, there isn't any building or researching at the moment, but it's always up to you on how you're going to handle it. I know everyone is busy. We all have our school stuffs or work stuffs. So building or making a farms is not a must, but it's recommended. Okay, to someone who have extra time. Now, this is something I want to share. I'm a busy person. I am currently a biology high school teacher in my country, and I also got 3 extra companies that I work with when tutoring some students, some international students, mainly Chinese and Japanese students. So you see, I myself am busy, but I am able to create these farms. Now, guys, if I can do it, then you can definitely do the same. It's just a matter of, time management. So, because I'm busy, I only open them once a day and only gather them. Or if there's any upgrade that is needed, then I'm going to upgrade it and then leave it for the rest of the day or maybe 2 days. Okay? So, yeah. Is there anything that I haven't mentioned? Let me check first, okay? Hold on a second. Yeah, well, I also don't do tree, I don't do tree with my farms. I only do it with my main account. Yeah. Because I gather all the units that I have. And another thing, okay, this is another thing. Whenever you are looting your farm account, I also recommend for you to uncheck the garrisoned unit, because you don't want to injure your soldiers inside. So this is a recommendation to not garrison any units. Okay, and yeah, that's it for this video. So there isn't much. And yeah, if you have more suggestions on what I should create, then feel free to leave it in the comment section, and I'll try my best to make that video. Okay, as long as I'm able to do it. Right, so yep, I guess again this is it for this video. It's not much, it's very easy and everyone can do it. So yeah, I hope you can do it, because farms are very much helpful in your future games. And thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. It will be a big help. No, goodbye guys. Thank you. Again, this is Kat and love ya. Bye bye.